Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And, of course, it replays in its entirety on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. And many of you watching it on cable services across the southern part of Louisiana, 9 parishes as I remember. And many of you are listening to it on your computers, watching it on your computers, and your cell phones and iPhones and iPads. And in other words, there's all kinds of ways to watch the Bobby Dupre Show. My sidekick here, Mr. Andrew Guitros.
Good morning.
I think we have an interesting program, a lot of good material, and all we talk about is good things. We do not get into the controversies. I don't have to have an attorney and a bodyguard following me in the back to protect myself like some of these characters on radio and TV. When I started I'm working on my 37th year of being on the Bobby Dupre Show. The first 36, that was radio, that dropped off at the end of the 36 years. Thank God we able to do the whole thing. And then I think we're working on either 11th or 12th. 12th on it would be 11th on television. And of course, after we started the television program locally here, KDCG television, we were one of the first, and sometimes we say we were the first to have a streaming live program. Am I still correct here?
You are still correct, sir.
And no one's ever discounted that. And of course, many others today are doing live streaming programs, but even the big stations don't get into that too much.
Not a lot.
Not a whole lot. But that's good. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is there's no reason not to watch the Bobby Dupre Show and Andrew Guitros' sidekick.
And I've been with you, it's 6 years now, believe it or not.
You figured it out.
That's what I was doing while you were talking. I said, I got to figure this out. So I typed it in 6 years. Can you imagine?
Flies. When you're having fun.
I only came for one show.
You were going to practice. You were going to be familiar when I left. Now I'm scared to go anywhere because I don't want you to take the show.
Then I'll make your salary and my salary, then I'll be double.
You're double zero. Double ought. Double ought. That's what we'll call you, double ought.
That's it.
Let's get a couple of quick sponsors in here.
How about LHC Group, all your home health care needs? LHC Group can help you with everything from the lift chairs to the special beds to the oxygen gear to the people you may need in your house, from nursing type care, palliative and hospice care that can come to your home as well, the therapists you may need at home if you're rehabbing a knee or leg type injury or arm injuries. They can handle all that as well. They've got the Health and Wellness Center here on Heather Drive in Annapolis. Don't forget about them. They're all over the whole United States, and they've got extended care in your local hospital where you're not quite good enough to go home, but you don't need that high, expensive, pure hospital thing. You're kind of between getting back home. So Louisiana Healthcare Group.
Let's get to Sears.
Oh, I can do the Sears too. Sears. I went to Sears this weekend.
Good.
You can hear I'm a little bit hoarse. I got a lot of that dust in me and that pollen. I think I got a little bit of that sinus thing going. But I went to Sears and I got all my weed eater string to fit my weed eater. The guy said, well, what kind of weed eater you have? I said, well, it's one kind of like that. He says, well, we got the skinny string. We got the heavier string. He told me which one would last better, and I did all that, man. And when I handed him my credit card, he says, I see you got a brand new credit card. You hadn't signed the back yet. You should sign the back. It's safe. You know, so I mean, the guys at Sears, they're looking out for you. When you go over there.
I don't sign the back.
And, well, but he said, you know, it's safer. It's safer. That's what he said.
Well, then they can practice. Once they get my card, they can practice. And
maybe.
But I disagree. But again, that's what America's all about. We disagree and we're still friends.
They had mattresses in there. If you're looking for a good mattress set right now, I know, you know, if you like me, my mattress has got some age on it.
Oh,
the wife is.
Let's not go there.
The wife has told me it's time to change the mattress. So I looked at mattresses while I was there. They had good side-by-side washer and dryers, stand-up washer and dryers. Go by Sears here on Crestwell Lane. They will help you out.
Okay, let's get on to. We want to do something. We have a good friend, happens to be my personal and company attorney. Jim Lopez and his lovely wife, Babs, are in Washington, D.C., and they are probably, as we are taping this program on Wednesday, they are probably at Arlington National Cemetery. And the reason for them being there is that Babs's brother is married to Steve Broyles. Steve Broyles.
No, that don't match.
It don't match. There's something missing here.
Bab's brother's wife.
Wife's father was Lieutenant Colonel Don Carlos Faith.
Now we got it.
He was given the Medal of Honor and a lot of others. We're not going to get into them, but it's a
stack.
A stack of them wherever. And he even served. This is reference the
Korean War.
In the but he was also in the Second World War and attained some
medals
there as well. He was killed in action in Korea about 63 years ago. At the time, they couldn't find any of the remains, and the Medal of Honor was given to his family
after his death.
After his death. And through DNA, they located some bones and other evidence that proves that the DNA proved that some of these were his belongings. It was his parts of his body. And today they're going to have a funeral service for a number of veterans. And this is his daughter right here. And she's showing a picture of her father. And the title of it, and this is in Wednesday's Morning Advocate in the section D, and it's the front page of that section. And her name is Bobby Broyles, and she's showing this photograph of her father. And quite interesting, and it goes to show you that DNA is something that is strong and powerful. And this gives them a closure.
In the last few years, the government has made a deal with the Koreans to let us go in and look in certain places where they know there were remains. And so this is one of those things where, you know, we always talk about never leave a man behind. They try to say that they try to never leave a man behind. But to go back now, 63 years later, I mean, it was just last fall that they went and found the remains and then identified them. I mean, it's amazing.
So I hope that Babs and Jim Lopez, I hope that they could be looking on the program Thursday morning on their cell phone.
While they're up there, sure.
While they're up there, and hopefully that Bobby Broyles, the sister-in-law, can also watch it with her husband.
Right.
And it's amazing of the technology out there that they can be over there and watch the Bobby Dupree show, and DNA can prove that yes, he was at this particular battle, and here are some of his remains. And
technology had never existed.
Never existed.
Whenever he died.
Just happy that we can bring this kind of good news. We have so many veterans out there, and the veterans in Vietnam, they really hurt. Finally getting some recognition after many, many years and thousands of deaths. And,
our own St. Landry Veterans Memorial would be a nice thing that a lot of those veterans would be recognized there as well. So it's time. It's past time, right?
Okay.
How about some free tickets? You want to go see the Angola Rodeo this weekend? You can text the word cowboy to 64636. We're going to give 5 family packs. That's four tickets in a pack. If you text cowboy to 6436, that's this weekend. And next weekend, Carrie Underwood is going to be playing over at the Cajun Dome, and the opening act is our very own Hunter Hayes.
Hunter Hayes.
If you want tickets for that, text Carrie, C-A-R-R-I-E, to 64636, and you can win some tickets.
We have a car show that's going to be taking place, and you see, how about my pretty shirt, huh?
I like your cars.
Like
hot rods.
Hot rods, and they're going to have hot rods, they're going to have antique cars, they're going to have brand new cars right off the showrooms in the area. They're going to be bringing a few of them here. It's going to be...
There you go.
It's going to be the first annual car show put on by the Cajun Cruisers Car Club. I didn't know that car club was still in existence. Maybe it's just kicking off again. Let me know, Wayne.
Coming back.
Anyhow, this is Wayne Doucette's first annual, and they're going all out. Show the sign, the next of where it's going to be held, right? The next
This one right
picture,
here?
that one right there. It's going to be held at Toby's Lounge and Reception Center.
Right.
And actually today, Wednesday, they're having the grand opening, but that'll have taken place. We'll try to get some pictures of that event today, and we can show you all next week. But the main thing is, just look at how beautiful the place is. They've been working for several days now, getting everything ready. It's got a lot of parking place, and a lot of place to show off the cars. So if you're interested in old cars, new cars, just interested in meeting with friends, I suggest that you come and you,
show that picture there.
Show that picture there. There you go. We took a close-up picture.
A picture of a picture.
To let Wayne know that we're doing everything we can to get the word out.
Of course. And Wayne's been involved in a few other ones in the past. And let me tell you, I bring my kids, and my kids, you know, they're not car people, but you can't help but get caught up in how neat and interesting all that work is.
And that's our neighbor next door, so we need to promote this because it just
bring the kids out.
Brings
They'll
some
enjoy
value to the south end of Opelousas, and we want to be part of it. And we hope that everybody passes a good time, and we hope that the grand opening of it's Business After Hours in conjunction with Business After Hours.
Correct.
That's what it's all about. Sorry we didn't know about it last week to mention it, but I just found out when I opened some of my mail that this is taking place today, Wednesday, and we tape on Wednesday. We like to bring that out to you. And of course, we also just remind you that boxing is coming back to Evangeline Downs this weekend. Professional fights in the Evangeline Downs Event Center. Chad Broussard has got a big promotion taking place.
Fight card.
Yeah, fight card is good. It's going to be competitive. The champion, Menard, Mason Menard, a lightweight champion here, doing very well. Other than that first fight loss, he's never lost a fight again. Most of them, he stops them. But they're moving up, and he's having a little tougher, but he wins pretty handily. Very good. And all the others are exciting, and most of them have at least one of the participants as a local in Acadiana or Louisiana, let's put it.
You got it. This Friday night at Queen of Angels, if you're a senior and you want to go dance, go to the dance from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., $5 admission. They'll have light refreshments, casual dress, night of fun, music, and fellowship at Queen of Angels on the 19th. Tell Miss Betty Walker I said hi. I think she's kind of the head of that project.
Wait, we have 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Refire, refresh, and go down to the Mission Ministries Incorporated in Denham Springs, Louisiana. And of course, they're going to have several guest speakers, guest ministers, and one will be from Port Barre, Louisiana, one that we know very well, the Apostle Bobby Gradney.
There you go.
And the host pastor is Pastor Steve Munsell. And it's a integrated
whole group from all over the world, South Africa,
and it's going to be a real good day. That's May 2nd, 3rd, 4th, next weekend, or weekend after next.
We'll take 1 minute for TV, and we'll see you folks on the other side of one.